Welcome to Ariana's book summary series. I'm Ariana. Every day I'll share the key ideas I learned from a book here with you. Subscribe my channel now if you don't want to miss it. The book for today is The Biology of Belief, Unleashing the Power of Consciousness, Matter and Miracles. This book demonstrates how our conception of the world is often based on outdated assumptions that have already been disproven. The new information has simply not yet become widely known. This book, written by Dr. Bruce Lipton, aims to educate readers about recent biological discoveries that are still largely unknown. He observed the 20th century saw significant advancements in the field of physics. But biology has not yet made this change. For example, most people think our minds are somehow separate from our bodies or that genes determine how we develop. Lipton questions these and other widely accepted beliefs. He indicates that the most recent evidence, including his own work as a cellular biologist, argue against them. With this book, he offers a completely new viewpoint on human biology as well as our understanding of the nature of life. Here are 3 lessons that have had a major impact on how I view biology. Lesson 1: The theory of evolution was not first proposed by Charles Darwin. You might initially assume that this is a misunderstanding after reading it. Darwin is referred to as the father of natural selection for a reason, right? Lipton argues that not only have we got the author of the evolution theory wrong, the most recent discoveries also show that the common understanding of Darwin's work is also incorrect. The French biologist Jean-Baptiste Lamarck's theory of evolution got much closer to the truth. He was active a few decades before Charles Darwin. Lamarck's and Darwin's theories diverge primarily on 2 points. Both have significant consequences for how we think about natural selection. Firstly, Lamarck recognized the importance of cooperation between species in evolutionary processes. That contrasts with Darwinian interspecific competition and survival of the fittest. Lipton argues that rather than Darwin's theory, modern science supports Lamarck's. Secondly, the deliberateness with which species adapt to their environment is another significant difference. In Darwin's view, adaptation was largely a random process. As new genetic mutations emerged, those that increased a species' chances of survival simply persisted and were passed down through the generations. This process was viewed differently by Lamarck. He asserts that interactions with their environment help species adapt to their surroundings. This suggests a certain level of intelligence that Lipton's lifelong study of cells seems to confirm. Lesson 2: Our environment affects us more than our genes do. In the 20th century, the idea that our genes largely determine how we live became widely accepted. People started to think that a lot of their biology and therefore beyond their control, including their predisposition to disease, psychology, and physical health. Lipton admits that he is also a victim of this kind of thinking in the book Introduction. He came to the conclusion that his lifelong misery was simply genetic in nature and that this is just the way he is. He didn't realize this deterministic view of human biology was incorrect until he had a light bulb moment while working in the Caribbean. He was going over his notes one warm evening when everything finally made sense. He mentioned in the book, "Suddenly I realized that a cell's life is fundamentally controlled by the physical and energetic environment with only a small contribution by its genes. Genes are simply molecular blueprints used in the construction of cells, tissues, and organs. The environment serves as the contractor who reads and engages those genetic blueprints and is ultimately responsible for the character of a cell's life." That realization had a profound impact on Lipton as well as modern biology. It supported the idea that genes only influence a small portion of who we are and that we have unprecedented control over our futures. Lesson 3: You were influenced by your parents even before you were born. Lipton's findings led to the obvious conclusion that we are shaped by our environment beginning infancy. This indicates that every organism, including humans, is greatly influenced by its parents from the moment of conception. It's simple to see how our parenting as children affects the rest of our lives. For instance, most people are aware that repeatedly telling a child they are stupid or weak will probably affect how they perceive themselves as adults. But according to Lipton's research, what occurs to us while our mothers are carrying us is just as important, if not more so. Since all cells are environment responsive, everything that occurs during prenatal life affects and programs them. Because of this, a mother's diet, environment, and emotions during pregnancy are crucial. All of these are programmed in some way by the cells of the developing fetus. The good news is that we can still rewire even the earliest installed programs as we age. This is likely Lipton's new method of approaching biology's most upbeat conclusion. Let me give you a short summary of the book. The Biology of Belief provides a summary of recent advances in cellular biology that are changing how we view evolution, genetics, and the origin of life. I'd suggest The Biology of Belief to anyone who is interested. It is an accessible and eye-opening book. Even things you previously believed to be scientific facts may turn out to be just beliefs. Lipton has a remarkable talent for explaining complex ideas in a thorough manner that anyone can comprehend. That's it for today. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.